One of my favorite activities in Minecraft is to rebuild villages. And I did that in one of my previous worlds, and I rebuilt an entire desert village. And it's actually one of my favorite builds. But this world here in Labyrintham, I've got a lot of villages that I am going to be rebuilding. I don't want them to remain like vanilla. I want to fix them. And on my last video about the villages being on rather extreme terrain, I got some really good comments. And starting with Cindy J64, I am with you on this one. Mountainside villages are a challenge, but so much charm can be had by fixing them and making them a livable space. A bit of terraforming, adding plateaus to stairs step up, and walkways that can be traversed makes all the difference. Yeah, this village would have a lot of stairs, that's for sure. And places like this where we've got this weird overhang, this would have to be filled in, I think. This is really not safe. That villager should get out of there. But this is also the central square, and it's really inaccessible. So hard to get to. But she continues. So many travel brochures and pictures show picturesque towns splattered along mountains and cliff ranges for many reasons. However, a fundamental reason would be to save the flatter areas for farming use, as gardening anywhere, in-game or real life, isn't easy on heavily uneven ground. Absolutely correct. And if you look at the villages that I have in this area, this one especially, well, not really going to do much farming here. This is going to be a resort village anyways. But over here, this is going to be a farming village. And a lot of it is actually up on the hill. I am going to use the hill. I'm going to use the hill for houses and stuff. I think that would be great. So we are going to have the central part of the village down here with the main road going through. So we'll have businesses down here. But elsewhere, it's farmland. All of this flat area, that's farmland. I'm going to be making lots of farms. That's for sure. Now, another comment. This is from Melsky or Melsky. My friend and I used to play by just traveling around and fixing up the villages. Then we made roads from village to village. It was incredibly fun. And of course, at that moment, my voice had to go. But yeah, that is very true. So I'm going to be connecting all the villages with roads. Every village I encounter, I'm going to be rebuilding. And I just think that's one of the most enjoyable parts of this game. I really enjoy doing that. Another village over here, of course, it's up on the mountain. And all of this, farmland everywhere, farmland, just all the flat stuff. So it's going to be interesting seeing these valleys filled with farms. And then up on the hills, there won't be so much farms like here, absolutely not. But also over here, I'm going to have some farms, but they're mostly going to be animal farms in this direction, around where the city is. So I'm not too worried about that. So we will have a little bit here. I plan to put in a sheep farm over here. And there's going to be a cow farm right up here. And it's starting to rain, of course. And I'm going to be having a chicken farm over here. So yeah, I'm going to have some animal farms that are on rather uneven terrain, but I wouldn't have fields on it. Although, there are places in Asia, especially I believe in China and Vietnam, I think it's Vietnam, there are terraced farms, terraced fields, mainly for rice. And they look amazing. They really look good. There is a reply to Melsky, or Melsky, from Abraham or Abraham T plays. Now, this is the way I love to play the game. It's so much more fun, in my opinion. Adding signs that mention how many kilometers away a village is, then naming the village, putting up lamps at intersections, and many more details. Anyway, this is my play style. All of you, I absolutely love those comments because this is exactly how I love to play as well. I like to connect everything together. Villages are going to look so much better. And I mean, just look here. Just in this one country, we've got these 3 villages. I also built one here. We go over to this country here. We've got a village here, a village here. They are going to be connected. And we've got a village over here too. And in the forest too. Village there, village there, village there. You know, everything is going to end up being connected. They're going to have names. They're going to just be full of life. And in this world, I'm going to be putting walls around every single one of them because the nature of this world is dangerous, thanks to all the mobs that spawn at night. That's part of the lore of this world as well. So what I'm just going to talk a little bit about these 3 villages and what my plans are for them. Plus there's a 4th one, which there is no village there, but I'm going to build one. So this is going to be the last one that I update, however. But I'll start with this one because this is the most extreme. So we do have the central square here, and I would kind of like to expand it, but we have to deal with these things. I want to replace every building with an upgraded version of itself. We've got leather workers. We've got 2 leather workers here, which is interesting. So I guess leather workers will be some kind of industry here. And here we've got mason. So there is industry. So yeah, I will have that. In here we've got, what do we have? Fletcher. There's another Fletcher over here. A couple of Fletchers. That's interesting. So I heard someone over here. Where? It must be in this building. In here. Because... Hello? Yeah, okay. It's cartographer. So, of course, being a village, this is going to have regular industry as well. But I want to add a few things. So, this mountain here is going to have hot spring. I want to have hot spring here. I've built hot springs before. It's really interesting. Did a Japanese style one, but I'm not doing a Japanese style one here. But I want to have stairs and pathways connecting everything, making it look nice, but also I want this to be fairly lush. I want to plant a lot of trees. And we have a farm. We don't have any farms on... Oh, yes, we do. Up here. This is a very strange location for a farm. I am going to be getting rid of this and this cow pen. Very weird. There will be farms down here, of course, along the highway or the main road. And it will be connected, of course, to the main city over there, the capital. And a road going off in this direction to this village here. So, of course, that village is not going to have a main road going through it, but it'll have an access point from it. This village, on the other hand, is going to have a road that goes through it. So it's going to go straight through here, through the valley. And there's going to be a fork in the road here, right over here. So one going off in that direction, one going off in that direction. So it'll be basically three roads connecting. As I mentioned, the houses are going to be up on the hill. We are going to have mostly the businesses down here. In the Labyrintham world, this is not a blacksmith or well, it's a smith. But we've got a few different village or different jobs. But this is going to be surrounded by a wall, as is that one, to keep it safe. And, of course, a road going off in this direction. And that village back there is a farming village. This one up here is a mining village. I am definitely going to have some masons and the various smiths here. And I want the road to, as you can see, I put in some blue wool here. I want it to skirt the edge of this hill here. I want to leave this open for farms. And we'll have road going off in this direction. And we'll have some minor businesses in here. I think most of the businesses are going to be up there. Down here there might be a small inn, stables probably. And then a road coming up here. So this one has the road coming up here to the almost waterlogged central square. I'm going to have to fix this too. A waterfall flooding the village is not good. This one does have a church. Something I'll have to put in. Not churches, but I want temples. It's a different kind of thing here. But we don't have much in the way of businesses in this village. It's mostly just houses and farms. Very odd. But road's going to go off in this direction. And over here, I think might go this way. Because it's open here. And we got a forest there. I'd like to keep the forest as a forest. And over here, I'm going to have to find a best entrance point here. That's probably going to be right here. Over here as well, you can go down in there. But there's another entrance point over here. I believe this connects. I believe it does. Yes, it does. So there could be an entrance point here, which might be interesting. Going down into here. And there's another one that way. Curious. But this whole area up here, it's separated from this huge cave. I'm going to be lighting everything up in here so nothing can spawn. Covering up some of these holes, of course. And I'm building a village in here. It's not going to be a very big one. But boy, does it need to be cleared out. Dangerous. That one's going to be a lot of fun. But the road does continue on. And this is where we connect up with a few things here. So let's take a look here. So we are going to have a minor road through here. And this does connect up to where the university is. And the temple. And of course the city here. It's a very minor road that goes down through here. I'm not sure if it's going to go on this side or this side. But this is where the border of, like right through here, border of this country and this country. And again, I am considering having this area, this whole area, as one country. So the road's going to come along this way and into the capital city of this country. There's a village there already, which is going to be interesting because this village, I think I'm going to keep this as like an old town. well, the main part of the city, we're going to have like a downtown area, a city center here. Right here. And I think we need a place for a castle. Now this country is going to be Japanese themed. I'm thinking up here would be perfect for a castle. This spot, just overlooking the city. I like it. So, because of this, I am going to be writing a little sign here. And it's going to be Japanese style castle. All right. It's going to be fun building that. So that is what I have planned. Again, this village, I am going to rebuild this as like an old style Japanese village. It's going to be very different from the rest of the city. It's going to have its own walls around it. And I think that is going to look great. Sometimes you see things like that, right? All right. So, let me know what you think. Do you like to go around rebuilding villages? And what do you like to do with them? Let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you next time, which is tomorrow. Bye-bye.